song kind of stopped me in my tracks, even though most Tom this song kind of stopped me in my tracks, even though most Tom McDonald songs are like complete trash and are just like not notable or noteworthy in.
Bro, Tom McDonald be doing more shit than you can do in a day, and you still shit talk him? Okay, let's get two things straight here, Pipsqueak. Number one, Tom McDonald not only is an independent country rap artist who speaks truth, sure, he's from Canada, but he knows about what's really going on more than you do because you're just feeding into his the hater section department of his crew that he still enjoys people listening to like you do. You enjoy listening to his shit that speaks truth and has truth and is being truthful because that's what Tom does. It yes, it triggers people because he's going to speak truth. What's up, Tadashi? He's going to speak not only truth, but he's going to speak it through his music that a lot of people will understand. Tom McDonald is one of those few country rappers that is not afraid to say shit that offends people. You just want to hate on him because you're offended and you're frankly kind of pansy.
Anyway whatsoever. This new Tom track really did kind of grab my attention for reasons that you will hear, and I've only seen it.
It only grabbed this guy's attention because this guy wants to hate on Tom McDonald so badly that he's given basically Tom McDonald's music attention. That's all you're doing. Dude, you're giving his music attention. If you hate his shit, then why are you watching it? See, this is contradiction to what they claim. Well, it's interesting. We got to review it. No, if you hate it, why are you doing it? If you're going to talk so much shit about it, you're only giving that attention to the music basically by promoting it. And you're promoting it more and more and more. You're not really shitting on it. You're just promoting it to make it better. So what you're doing is kind of not anything. It's nothing. You're irrelevant to him. And shout out to Hog Gang, Tom McDonald. Keep up the good work.
Clip of it so far. But when we play it, you're going to hear, you're going to see. But the track is called Remember Who You Are. I kind of presume going into it due to kind of the lyrics and the content of the track. The song was titled White Boy or White.
And watch, or excuse me, listen to how this guy is going to get so triggered about um, all of Tom McDonald's music. It's going to trigger this dude so badly. Just listen.
Boy, remember who you are, something like that, you know, some kind of like variation of that. So when I went into YouTube trying to like look up the song, I was hit with basically the fact that Tom McDonald has been writing the same song for years. Because as you guys may remember, back in the day, like my first Tom.
Wait, he writes the same song every time? No, he doesn't. Actually, if you look at a lot of his stuff, it is music that is incorporated to different subjects. Like Straight White Male is about how people talk about white privilege and how people that are white, like me or him, are getting shit on because we're white. If you look at Snowflake, it's talking about people that are liberal that are triggered every time when somebody says something truthful. So it's not really technically the same. It's him talking about a different variety genre of stuff that is going on around the world that is truthful. You would very much not know any of this because you don't pay attention to country rap music like I do. I pay a lot of attention to it, like Ryan Upchurch, Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, Hoser, you know, stuff like that. I pay attention to stuff like that. Struggling Jennings. I pay attention to some of these guys, and I know what they're doing and why they're doing it. They're doing it because they're using their platform, which is being a musician, an artist, and speaking truth while they have that platform to provide people with music that they can relate to. Not just the white people, but people that agree within that same frame of mind about what's going on in this world. Pay attention to
Donald
it.
review and reaction was to his White Boy song from 8 years ago, where the whole anthem is all about like, yeah, man, white boys are unprivileged and are being picked on class and nobody believes white boy pain. Like and you know,
A lot of the stuff he was saying about how white people are unprivileged is true. He stands by it. That's why. Why do you think Tom McDonald made that song "Straight White Male"? It's basically him making fun of people like you that are saying white privilege allegedly exists. Or to anyone that says white privilege exists, he's making fun of them. He's showing how idiocracy type of talking points you people use to claim that white people are not privileged but are privileged. He's using his platform to prove that you all basically are not very smart and don't understand a lot. He's laughing at you. He's mocking you. Not really, I would say mocking in a sense, but he's laughing at you and showing people that believe this shit to be real, like white privilege and how white people aren't really getting shit on, are actually being shit on by using his music, his platform, to debunk this shit, to prove that this is true, to debunk what you are saying as lies.
so that song going viral and bringing so much attention to Tom McDonald has pretty much put him in a place where he's just been writing the same song over and over and over.
No, he doesn't write the same shit over and over. It may be that some of the things he says might be some of the same things that he said before, which again he's incorporating to his new songs. But what he's saying is the same thing, which is we um as people that are American should feel no hate or bigotry against us because of our skin color. And cheers, Tadashi.
Over. I wrote a song with Tom or Adam Calhoun about white boys titled White Boys. We also have White Boy.
See, what you're doing right now, dude, is you're basically picking just one subject of certain songs he wrote that, yeah, kind of are all about white boys, white people, which is cool. That's great that he's doing it. It shows that he's productive. He's being very productive, not counterintuitive or counterproductive about this shit. He's being productive about this shit and saying this is how he feels, this is what he believes in, this is who he is and who he stands for, and he's proud to stand up for who he is.
Shit. There's another
Again, cheers to Dashi.
Tom McDonald song. Got to know what the white boy.
Hashtag somebody in the chat. Send this to Tom McDonald. Send this to Tom McDonald. I want him to react to this video because we are standing up for Tom. Because Tom McDonald, honestly, is one of the many country rappers that, again, yes, he's Canadian. He's doing the right thing by making music that shows us what we need to know as people. that all of this government crap and all these lies from media and all this bullshit that these wannabe YouTubers that think they know politics, they don't. They don't understand what really is it that they're doing. They're hurting and dividing more than they are putting us together as a country and as a whole.
Shit is, I guess. These guys might have some questionable tattoos. We'll just have
Questionable tattoos. Why I have a tattoo. So why is it that his tattoo is questionable? Does that mean my hand tattoo is questionable then? No, it just the tattoo shouldn't define who Tom is. It's art that is on Tom's body that he chose to have and put on his body because that's what he wanted. You're just picking out random shit, dude, at this point to pick on Tom because you have nothing else to pick on Tom for. You can't say why you dislike his music or why you are not about his music. You just kind of do the liberal thing. You pick on the smallest, stupidest thing.
to see. We also have Tom McDonald with Adam Calhoun and
As much as I may not agree with Adam Calhoun and like what Adam Calhoun has said before about certain other rap artists, you have to acknowledge that Adam Calhoun, yes, he is one of the other great country rap artists out there in today's society. He's one of those people like Tom that does not hide or be afraid of what he needs to say. He's going to say it.
Dax, Black and White. Also, this track with Mad Child, White Trash. So Tom McDonald was really sort of like, he's in his white boy bag.
No, what Tom is doing is creating music for people to enjoy that speaks truth. Again, something you know very little about, my dude.
He's always trying to figure out a new way to write a song about a white guy.
Yeah, in your opinion, sure, okay. You want to feel that way, bro? Seriously. This is why people like me and Tom just laugh at you. People like you. Because you are very pitiful. You are just a clown. You can easily be gullible and influenced by the media or by other dumbass YouTubers out there that say it's gonna rain with meatballs and you would believe it instantly like that. You're gullible. Tom is not.
He's like the whitest white rapper of all time. He really
Okay, so he's white. So what? Big fucking whoop. Like, bro, that isn't something we didn't already know about, Tom. Look at Upchurch. How come you haven't talked shit about Upchurch when he's the motherfucking whitest dude out there and he gets hated on more than Tom for what he does? Like, Tom basically gets hated on because he talks about politics. Upchurch gets hated on because he talks about real country shit. It's called country rap for a reason. Sorry, not sorry.
They should write the White Album. Yes, exactly.
At this point, this dude is just trying to get brownie points for shitting on Tom McDonald for whatever fucking reason. And it's kind of disgusting, honestly. Because Tom, again, he does a very good job, yes, at triggering people and showing how very much people can be influenced not only by the media, but by YouTube, by the politicians, and by the lies that all of them spread. Basically, proving again that people like this guy are people we just laugh at. We don't take seriously.
Yeah, Tom McDonald doesn't really know how to write about much else.
Oh, really? And you do, and you think you know how to write music, okay, I bet you don't got bars, but you definitely sound like a superstar trying to play a guitar, but you sound like a regard. Oh, 3 bars, and that was just really not even me trying. Come on, bro. Seriously. Tom McDonald, bro, literally could beat you in a rapping contest without even trying. He doesn't even have to try to do shit. Even Upchurch doesn't even have to try to do shit to beat you. Even Hoser doesn't have to beat you. He can just do it with 3 words, and your career would be gone, kaput. There'd be nothing left of your career. You'd be walking away with your tail tucked in between your legs. Look at Adam Calhoun. You're nothing, dude. You're nothing compared to these people. Like, these people, they do what they do because they care about our country, but they also love what they do by showing it through their passion, music, writing, rapping, being a country music rap artist. Duh.
To be honest, to be fair, for 8 years, again, he's been writing about the same fucking thing. White guys.
And IG kind of would wonder why. Maybe it's because white people do get shit on a little bit more than any other race lately. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of use your brain a little bit. Thinking a little bit would help you. Think if we go a long ways here, dude.
As a rapper, but we're getting a little bit of a stylistic switch.
Look at him trying to fucking act like he knows about rap music, but he don't know shit. Bro.
On this new one over here. Okay, first off, I have to comment on the LARP and remind you guys that
the LARP. LARP. The fuck is LARP? Bro. We're just saying shit to say shit now? Is that how we're gonna start?
This man on his ATV with his American flag is a fucking Canadian.
Oh, he's Canadian. Oh, wow. A Canadian that knows more about rap and country music than you do. Oh, poor baby. That must really butthurt you, don't it?
Bro, you're Canadian. Not.
Okay, so he's Canadian. So what? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Nobody gives a shit. Except for you. Your little sissy fan base. Because you're butthurt that Tom McDonald can do more than you. I guess apparently if in this case, if it really does butthurt somebody enough, they're gonna whine and bitch and complain about it because who am I to argue that he can bitch and whine about it? But Tom McDonald again is worth more than this guy. And Tom McDonald gets hell of a lot more views than this guy probably does on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and any other platform.
Not only is this guy Canadian, but like he's now making a country turn because he's not just a rapper, he's a country.
Bro, with the close up, really? Especially, we have to have your camera zoom up on your face to see that you obviously have to wear glasses to see that he's Canadian when you kind of already should know that he's fucking Canadian, and everybody knew and knows that he was Canadian, but still doesn't give a shit. Wow. This is like a catch-22 for this guy. It's a whole new world out there for these kind of people.
Boy, now he's got a LARP as not just an American, but
when he uses the word LARP, what he's trying to do is use buzzwords to show that Tom McDonald basically would kick his ass in any rap battle or any rap country music genre or any genre that Tom McDonald knows so well, and it offends him. That's why he's pissed, because he knows Tom McDonald just does shit, and he's not.
An American redneck.
Remember who you are, white boy. Start a fire with some gas and a match. Hanging out the
I gotta give it to Tom. He does so good with this.
window of a truck with a flag. Pissing off the world is trying to tell you it's bad to be like you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The slow mo, oh my god, just tells you exactly what we all know. Right there. There it is. He's gonna cry. He's about to cry. Because Tom McDonald obviously proved again that having an American flag, ATVs, and being Canadian, but talking about American shit is so triggering to these people that are crybabies.
God, the fucking white boy victimhood.
Who's playing victim here? You're the one trying to be the white savior, not Tom. Tom ain't trying, bro. Tom ain't trying. Tom doing what Tom do, whapping, and you sitting there crying. There's a difference.
It is just insane. For 8 straight years. What?
And again, he still is doing good.
When it comes to like white boy victim complexes,
That you have, it sounds like a lot of. You have a lot of white boy victimhood there, and you're trying to be the white savior. Why? Because it's virtuous.
Tom McDonald has been the employee of the month every year.
Really? That's how you feel about Tom McDonald? Okay. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, bro. Tom McDonald, for a long time, has done what he's done because he's good at what he does. Not because he wants to be a sellout and put himself out there by selling himself short and not being able to make the albums that people can enjoy, but being owned by a contract that he doesn't even want to be part of. He does this because he has the passion to do it and the passion to show people who really he is and what he's good at and what he's talking about is truth. What shirt, Kentucky?
Every month, just for straight 8
Talking
years.
about, dude.
It's 8 straight years. I apologize. That's crazy. Another thing that's hitting me about this track, like right out of the gate, is
How triggering it is to you. It triggers you so badly. Let's be honest. It triggers you. It triggers you because Tom McDonald is doing something that you could never do. That's why it's triggering you. You can't do what Tom does. No, this is my shirt, bro. Get your own damn shirt.
I don't know, is there like some kind of, generic pop country stomp clap sample pack that like every producer doing something similar to this is like been using for the past year?
And this is where he learns how stupid you can look on your platform for making fun of somebody that is 10 times bigger than you that could literally destroy your career in moments. And yet here you are still complaining. It just goes to show why you don't do shit.
Like, is there some kind of account or, folder on Splice that if you want to make a song in this style, it's just like all kind of like perfectly laid out for you and you could buy it for a few bucks? Because yeah, it's the Shabuzi pack.
This is again where it shows that Tom has a lot of strength. He doesn't let shit like this really get to him because Tom knows more about the truth of what he's doing. He knows that what he's doing is basically speaking truth, but at the same time, he's a humble man. He's really humble about what he does. He does not try to brag about it. He just tells his people, you guys are awesome. He loves and supports his fans, and that's what Tom really is all about.
No shade to Shabuzi, though. I will listen to 100 Shabuzi songs before
You would listen to Shabuzi, somebody who more likely doesn't know anything about country rap or speak about what's going on in the world today, who's just kind of, to me, irrelevant. So you're bringing somebody very, very irrelevant to the conversation. Great. See, again, that just shows why people like you should not be taken so seriously.
listen to a Tom McDonald song for personal pleasure.
Personal pleasure. Yeah, that just sounds like you live alone in a very miserable life. Well, Tom is succeeding, living his life the way that he wants. You live a miserable life and listening to music and musicians that just obviously are sell out. They sold themselves to the industry. But Tom doesn't sell himself to the industry. Remember that.
Personal pleasure, So no shade to Shabuzi, but
Oh yeah, no shade to Shabuzi because yeah, you're throwing shades towards Tom McDonald, but then again, you don't want to offend the people that are more irrelevant than Tom, right?
you do have to acknowledge the fact that it is kind of borrowing from a vibe that is like really prevailing right now.
Which would be,
it's funny. When is Tom McDonald not stealing from black people?
oh, here we go. Here we go. A very stupid conversation starter. This is exactly what is wrong with America. Is having people like this guy saying that Tom McDonald is stealing when he's not culture vulturing. What he's doing is using rap that is not just predominantly black music or music from the black community, but is used for any community that can use it and speaks truth. But again, here we go with trying to be virtuous and bootlicking, I guess, because that works. When have you not thought about maybe just not saying stupid shit that would make you look ridiculously dumb and predominantly a bootlicking white savior ever? Have you ever thought about not doing that for once in your life?
He's stealing hip hop from black people and making.
No, he's not stealing. What he's doing is making music that is 10 times better than normal rap music. Because if you pay attention to rap music, what is rap music about? Alleged drugs, alleged gang banging, alleged killing, alleged mistreating women, using words that supposedly white people can't use. That's all rap music is. It's nothing positive. It's all negative. Tom is turning it around and making the positivity out of it, using the positivity for what it should be used for.
Way shittier hip hop.
Yeah, you think Tom's music is shitty hip hop, but name one rapper that isn't talking allegedly about guns, violence, drugs, and gang banging and mistreating women and using the N word 1,000 freaking times in the sentence. Please. I'll wait.
And when a black man makes popular chart-topping
Look at Eminem. Okay, you wanna talk about white people allegedly culture vulturing? Look at Eminem. What is he doing? He's a white man out there rapping, not doing the same thing that Tom McDonald's doing or the same genre as Tom McDonald, but he's rapping. That's not culture vulturing. What he's doing is again the same thing as Tom McDonald, taking music, rap music, and turning it into what he perceives his life or his story. It's about story.
country music that everybody wants to hear. Tom McDonald sees that and he's like, man, there's another black guy I could steal from. And
God, it sounds like you absolutely are freaking stupid. And you don't know what you're talking about. But that's what it sounds like to me. Like you're just trying to be a big, hard, bootlicking white savior who has nothing better to do but sit on your social media and whine like a little baby about people that are doing better than you. Again, Tom makes more money with his music than you probably do in a week or a day with your little shitty streams. Let's be honest.
and completely rip off his sound and do a way shittier thing.
Tom isn't doing shitty things. What he's doing is absolutely better than what most rappers in the black community are doing. He's not using vulgarity. He's not talking about violence or allegedly committing violent acts of alleged crime. He's not talking about gang banging, drugs, and mistreating women and how he's waving around how bougie of a life he can have. He's rapping about shit that needs to be said, and he doesn't really flaunt what he has. He really doesn't. Tom, I've never seen Tom really flaunt a lot of the shit he has. He pretty much does what he does and stays humble about it, like I said before, because Tom is a humble rapper. He's not one of those rappers that sold himself out to the industry by signing a contract which would screw him.
Hell, just like your old man. Little slice of heaven somewhere out on a ranch. Pissing off the world is.
If you listen to most Tom McDonald music, you would understand a lot about what Tom does and why Tom does what he does. I respect Tom 100% because what Tom does, a lot of people cannot do in this day and age. And what Tom does, yes, kind of can get him some alleged hate and dislikes from people, but he does it and doesn't give a shit about it. He doesn't pay attention to those things.
Again, it's very sort of funny to sort of like hear this narrative from Tom McDonald about like, you know, what
narrative? He's just rapping about real shit, bro. What's funny about that? Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably funny to you because you're one of those clueless people.
white boys do historically.
He's talking about what people do. Normal country people, country folks like we do. Wham. Get over it.
What they're known for and referencing what feels.
Oh, it's so triggering. No.
like kind of a bygone era, as if like, oh man, remember when white boys used to go crazy at the bar and party and light a
Do what now? Bro, I'm from the South. And I know what a lot of us do. And I don't think you are from the South or know a lot about what we do here. So yeah, you're just a city slicker trying to act like you think you know a lot about us, but you don't got a flipping clue about us and what we do.
fire and da 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 da. Motherfucker, white boys are doing that in 2026.
Us Southern people, yes, are still doing it. But what are you city slickers doing? Destroying the country. We're out there doing a 9 to 5 job while y'all city slickers are out there just whining, crying about politics every fucking day because that's just the flavor of the month for y'all.
That's what they're doing. They're doing it now. You can go to any bar in America and see two dudes that look exactly like fucking this.
It's not about the fact that white people go to a bar. There's a little more to it, but obviously because it would go over your head and you wouldn't understand half of the shit he's saying, I'm not going to even try to describe it to you.
Friday, you could go out tonight and see these two guys at any bar in America. You could see this.
But it's not the same as what it used to be. Back a long time ago, there were honky tonk bars that country folks could go out and do their 2-step or do their dance, their line dance. Nowadays, you don't see it as much.
In Colorado, you can see these two guys in Boston. You can see these two guys in LA. You can see these.
Yeah, that are all pretend country folks. They're fake as shit. Country folks like me can tell whether somebody's truly country or they're just faking it to make it. We know. We're not stupid. We don't have a very low IQ. Kind of sad that you think that.
Two guys in Houston, Texas. There's nowhere in America in a bar where you won't find these two dudes tonight. So, like, what is.
You're just obsessed with those two dudes, apparently. That's just all I gotta say.
Tom McDonald
and it's kind of weird.
Talking about? Like, hey.
He's talking about shit that you don't see anymore, dude. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Something you wouldn't understand.
Remember who you are, white boy. The guy who exists right now and is doing exactly this. This is just current day.
Pissing off the world is trying to tell you it's bad to be like you. This is for my guys outside with a little bit of red on their necks, standing for the anthem with their hand.
There you go. He's talking about rednecks, which AKA equals or equates to people like me, like him, like Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, Hoser, Struggling Jennings.
It's so sad, unfortunately, because there are guys who are outside with a little bit of red on their necks who will hear this song.
Hold on. So you think that there's rednecks in cities? That's, again, called posers. Posers. Says the guy that looks like a liberal that doesn't know what bathroom he came from or to go to or what gender he was born. Yeah. But let's, again, take note from a guy that obviously doesn't understand what real rednecks and real Southern folks look like compared to posers.
And feel represented in some way, despite the fact that, again, Tom MacDonald is just running an extended LARP here. He's not American.
So what? You don't have to be American to do country music rap. My dude. Music is like a universal language. It can be used by anyone. Look at the Korean K-pop. Look at Psy, Gangnam Style. Look at other music that come from other countries. It's a universal language that people can recognize and understand that it's a song talking about whatever.
He's not a redneck.
Okay, yeah, says the guy again that doesn't know what gender he is, or what looks like he don't know what gender a bathroom he uses, or anything. Yeah, okay, again, that's very cute coming from somebody that obviously has no fucking clue about anything other than just talking about and whining about shit because you want to be a crybaby.
The guy is literally a former fucking wrestler who.
You want to talk about Jelly Roll? Go ahead. Let's go for Jelly Roll too, because Jelly Roll was in WWE a few times. Big fucking whoop. So was Trump. Trump was in the Hall of Fame for WWE. But he don't make music. He's a fucking president of the United States. Sounds like you just want to whine because, again, you just want to be a crybaby. Because you don't know what gender you are or what bathroom you use. You obviously just want to appease to the stupid people. Keep appeasing to the stupid people because you're absolutely proving our point and his point about people like you. You're gullible. That's just it.
Used to call himself T-Mac.
Young people are fighting with the police, and the police kill. Bunch of students getting killed in an airstrike.
Oh yeah, so he a long time ago did songs. Hold on. That was about different stuff. So what? People can change genres. Look at MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. When he tried to shit on Eminem and wrote a song about Eminem, talking about Eminem's daughter, Haley, when she was a minor and allegedly saying some very fucked up shit about her, Eminem fired back with very good lines, by the way. And I'm not a big Eminem fan, but I do have to say Eminem did very well on MGK and ending his career. And he made MGK switch genres because Eminem owned him.
No one even care, like, I wonder if they try to let them never win a fair fight.
And he's out here in a blue collar shirt, like he's working on cars. Get the fuck out of my face.
Why don't you just stop making videos that are pointless? How about that? Why don't you stop being a crybaby and making stupid, redundant videos that you know nothing about? And just listen to music and stay in your lane. How about that? There are really dumb motherfuckers out there, and then you got really, really dumb motherfuckers out there. And the really, really dumb motherfuckers don't know how to stay in their lane, but they want to go into other people's lanes because they feel like that's worth the attention that they seek, but they aren't going to get it. Or if they get it, it hurts their feelings because the person says some shit about them that is truthful.
Rattlesnakes on some yellow flags hanging from their window panes. Buddy, you should watch where you step, get to stepping y'all. Get gone. We just want to work, go to church, have a...
He says he hates the music, but he's sitting there bobbing his head. Yeah, he really hates fucking Tom MacDonald, because if you're sitting there bobbing your fucking head for 3 minutes or a few minutes bobbing your head to the music, yeah, you obviously really don't hate Tom MacDonald's music, because you bop into it. Yeah. You want to keep saying that you really hate Tom MacDonald's music, or you just want to quit pretending and acknowledge that you're only doing this for show? It's showmanship.
Good time till we in the dirt.
And then he quits bobbing his head for 3 seconds, because then now he wants to say something relevant to the conversation that's not really relevant. It's just redundant.
We just want to work and go to church and have a good time till we in the dirt. Leave Shaboozey alone. God, there's still...
Nobody was talking about Shaboozey. Nobody was. It's just you talking about Shaboozey, because you just, again, you're gooing over Shaboozey.
2 minutes of this.
Remember who you are, white boys, start a fire with some gas and a match, hanging out the window of the...
That shitty pop country sample pack is...
If you think it's shitty, then again, why are you bobbing your head kind of to it? I can see you're doing it. You can't lie, bro. Like, you sitting there going... You bobbing to it, homie.
Going crazy right now. It's going fucking...
See, what he doesn't want to tell his audience, obviously, is the truth that he does like Tom MacDonald, and he secretly doesn't want to acknowledge that, because he then would prove to his audience of how useless and dumb he is by claiming he allegedly does not like Tom MacDonald's shit or music, and say that Tom MacDonald's allegedly culture vulture, and when he's sitting there bobbing to it.
Crazy right now. Yeah.
Yeah, what's crazy is white dude that obviously looks like he lives in mom and dad's basement, bobbing to Tom MacDonald's music or jamming to it, trying to allegedly claim that he hates it, when we all know that's not the truth.
A white boy, the whole world is telling you that it's bad to be out on an ATV with a dog, and
nobody was saying that. Nobody was saying that it was bad. Nobody actually said that. That's just your opinion. Again, that's you stating an opinion that nobody really agrees with you on, or very few people will agree with you on. Very few. Because most people I know listen to Tom MacDonald, listen to Upchurch, listen to Hoser or Struggling Jennings, or listens to Adam Calhoun. There's a lot of people that listen to these people because they're influential.
some camo
Something you obviously don't know much about is being influential.
pants. When are white guys going to be allowed to do that again? What?
Hold on. When were white guys not allowed to do that is the bigger question.
Why can't the Trump administration make it legal? You know, they have so...
And then you shit on Trump. Very nice. Very cute. Again, coming from somebody that looks like Mr. Clean.
much power legally and politically, but they can't make white boys illegal. It's a damn shame.
For the guys who gon' fight to be free till the cops come around. Never let the...
Wait, the guys who fight to be free till the cops come around? What? Tom MacDonald ACAB? What the fuck are you talking about? It's so funny.
You do realize also, I don't ever see Tom MacDonald being an ACAB person. Tom MacDonald, I think, supports the police. He talks about it. He's mentioned it, that police are what we need. Yeah, okay, a long time ago, he may have had a bit of a difference of opinion, which again, we all can change our minds But he's still making music, and it's okay.
How like Tom McDonald will like ride the meat of the police over and over and
Wow. So calling someone a bootlicker obviously just really does make your point loud and clear, huh? Is that how we are going to go with this? Bro. Obviously, you are, again, are a content creator. Just stick in your own lane, please. You don't know shit about music or country music, obviously, or country rap music. And it shows by how ignorant you are being.
over and over again, where it's people of color or
Why don't you just say it's people that is, yeah, a lot of rap comes from the black community, not people of color, because that kind of sounds flakish and a little racist. But why don't you be honest and genuine about what you're going to say and stop trying to sissy foot around with it?
maybe someone who's a different gender or sexual orientation than him.
Bro, there's a lot of people out there that do that shit. You've got gay country musicians like Orville Peck, who creates country music for gay people. And then you got Tom McDonald, who creates music for people like me. And the same goes for Hoser, Adam Calhoun, Upchurch, Struggling Jennings, those guys.
Who's having maybe some problems with the cops.
Well, gee, I wonder why some people have problems with cops. Probably because they're deciding to allegedly make stupid decisions and that gets them in trouble. Thinking a little bit helps.
And then we're like, oh, maybe the police have a point, you know?
Oh, gee, kind of figured that one out. I just said that. Bro obviously does not realize I just said that.
Maybe the police were just doing their job, you know?
Well, no shit. Maybe that is true. Maybe there is some truth to it. I don't know. Could it be possible?
But when it's the white boys, like, yeah, fuck the cops. Get the hell out.
No, Tom McDonald's is not saying F the cops. Tom McDonald's is actually saying exactly what people want to hear. Not want to hear, but what they need to hear. There's the difference. Obviously, again, don't care. You're just, again, kind of cherry picking. Which is fine. You can cherry pick all you want. That doesn't make a bigger difference. Because we already know the truth.
Out of here, pigs! Ah! But anybody else is like, you see, you guys were resisting arrest. That's why that happened to you.
Gee, you just brought up a good point of maybe that's why certain things happen to certain people because they choose to be stupid over being smart.
Living somewhere out on a range. Listen off the world is trying to tell you it's bad.
Oh, he's doing this, which obviously kind of constitutes bobbing. Obviously, enough.
Watch out, Tom McDonald's wrestling. See, this his wrestling persona is coming back.
Wow. Just the little things you have to pick on feels so great for you.
He's putting him in a half Nelson, getting all rowdy at the bar.
Is this what we've become as a society? Where people just all of a sudden decide, let's make the most pointless video of all to pick on somebody that makes more money than they do, makes music better probably than any other normal typical rapper does, and talk shit and give the guy shit because he's allegedly Canadian. Okay.
Again, you can see this now. This is now. This is just modern day. This is just tonight. This is just the weekend for white guys.
This is just a video, a typical video that a typical liberal would do, obviously, because, you know, typical liberals. This is exactly what Tom McDonald wants. He wants people to be triggered about this shit. He wants people to be aware of this shit. That people like this guy is out there saying stupid shit because, again, it's going to bring him attention. That's all it's doing to Tom. It's bringing more truth into what Tom is saying about this. Like Straight White Male and Snowflake and all this other music he's done. It's proven points that Tom isn't going to shut up about it. Tom doesn't want to shut up about it because Tom is going to continue to talk about it over and over again until people start thinking about it coherently, that these are problems that we're dealing with.
I'm sorry, what are we remembering? What are we recalling? Are the cops stepping in and breaking this up and making sure this isn't allowed to happen? I don't get it.
Well, what I don't get is, why do you have to be such a whiny little snowflake and shit on somebody that is doing something that they love? But I guess whatever floats your boat.
Remember who you were, white boy, before they try to.
Oh, God. I don't know if 2 seconds of sound has sent like a bigger shiver down my spine in 2026. Jesus Christ.
Race in your past, told you it's bad. Remember who you were, white boy, before they put your kids in a mask to sit in the class.
Oh, yeah, there you go. He's talking about masks, sheep, COVID-19, real shit. And Chuckles over here thinks it's so funny.
Remember who you were, white people, before they put your kids in a mask to sit in a class. That's when they...
Don't quit your day job, whatever it is. If it's this, then I do recommend you quit.
They removed your whiteness.
Do you think anyone would go after you? No. Do you think anybody would pick on you? No, because you're virtuous. You're a bootlicker. Tom is one of those people where he's going to stand out, and he's not going to be virtuous. He's not going to be apologetic to who he is, and he doesn't give a fuck if anyone likes him or doesn't like him for it. He's going to do what he does because, again, he's a white male that is doing something that he knows he's really, really good at, and he is really good at it. There's a lot of things that I am good at and a lot of things I'm not good at. I stay with what I'm good at because I know I'm good at it. But if I try to do something I'm not good at, sure, I'm going to try it once or twice to see if I can get better at it. But if I don't, and I know that's not something that I'm really good at and I'm not enjoying, I'm not going to do it. Obviously, this guy enjoys just picking on people because it's his favorite thing.
That's when they told you couldn't be white anymore.
Learn to speak, Elmer Fudd, before you end up sounding more like a brainwashed zombie.
Or that's when white people are really, truly broken.
Gotta love the anti-whiteism and the hate here. For a lot of reasons, this makes me think of that song that he wrote, Snowflake. And it makes me enjoy Tom McDonald to even more for what he is doing. It proves to me that Tom McDonald absolutely incredibly can piss off people so well with just speaking truth by being a rapper. And rappers like him know that it's true. Like, look at Upchurch. Okay, so Upchurch, yes, is very controversial. Allegedly, the most controversial Tennessee rapper. Right? Now, when it comes to like people like Upchurch, I may not agree with their alleged personal habits and personal choices that they fall in line with, allegedly. But I agree that people like Upchurch and Tom McDonald have this idea, this concept of the world around us that a lot of people aren't wanting to pay attention to because they just would rather listen to the media. They would rather fall in line with the politicians. They would rather fall in line with the New World Order. It's kind of like when you buy a new truck, they have alleged trackers and alleged things that the government can shut your car down instead of going back to like old trucks that if it breaks down, you can fix it, or if something's wrong with the timing, you can deal with it. The old days were better than the newer days, but stuff like what Tom McDonald is talking about is the old days where we should go back to those days, but we're not. We're kind of falling in line with all of this shit that's going on today because people would rather do that. And that's not good.
That's a collective. I love how Tom McDonald and his white people oppression narrative, that's like the big.
What? Bro. Obviously, again, it proves my point just to how ignorant people and stupid people can be. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
This like thing he can go to. We have all these like crazy, dark, insane, absolutely fucking batshit, violent, erased and brutal, disgusting instances of racism and oppression in society, in America, genocide, slavery, internment.
What? Bro, you're just rambling now to ramble at this point. You're not making sense. All you're saying is buzzwords. That's all you're saying is buzzwords to catch attention. Why? Why are you trying to catch attention that badly? I guess if your YouTube channel sucks that badly or your platform is not doing so good, I can again understand you want attention because people are going to give it to you. And some may fall in line with it. Some may disagree with you. Like, people don't agree with a lot of shit I say. Do I care? No. Am I thankful for the people that do pay attention? Yes. I love my viewers. Good or bad, I appreciate them. I have a lot of appreciation and admiration for them to come watch me. I do what I do. But I'm not doing it for the attention. I'm doing it for the right reason. again, you're kind of doing this for the attention and the wrong reasons. Those are the two things you should start really taking a look at and realizing that's not going to help your channel. That's going to hurt your channel. That's going to allegedly kill your channel. It's going to drag your channel down farther and farther down the rabbit hole.
Camps. The list goes on.
Oh, but can we have a list of rappers that, again, don't talk shit about people and start throwing shades towards people that are actual rappers? At least Tom MacDonald's not a mumble rapper, okay? Let's be honest. There is a difference between good rap and mumble rap. Good rap is where you can understand it. Mumble rap is sounds like a broken chainsaw. Tom isn't like that. That's why, again, I respect Tom and Upchurch and Hoser and Adam Calhoun and Struggling Jennings. I respect them because they aren't mumble rappers. You can coherently hear them. You understand that this is what they're putting out there because their fan base relates. It's relatable. Most rappers, good rappers, are only doing that not only because they like what they do, but because it's in relation to who they've been around and how they grew up to now. So nowadays, a lot of rappers are just about the shit that is like the hood, the thug shit. That's not relatable to a lot of people because a lot of people probably have never been to the hood, so they can't relate to it. But if you can relate to like country boy stuff, like going out, working 9-to-5 jobs, having a beer, going fishing, picking up your girl in a Chevy pickup truck or a Ford truck, that's relatable more to me than half of the shit that's in the hood. That's why, again, I respect these kinds of rappers because they're not like these generations where they're just shit. They're just doing it because they want attention.
But when it comes to Tom MacDonald and white people, it's like, yeah, well, they made us wear masks for a short period of time.
That wasn't a short period, dude. Obviously, that was not a short period. And I want to take a guess here to say that this guy probably obviously was one of those sheeps that wore a mask a lot. He probably complied with the government because he's a good little sheep. He pledged of allegiance to the mask, not the flag, which obviously tells you a lot about this guy with how he's saying and predominantly projecting and deflecting a lot of these things and narratives he is speaking of.
Because a disease happened.
Oh, it's so funny that allegedly people died allegedly of COVID-19, huh? Apparently to you. And that people were forced to do things that were unconstitutional. Apparently it's really fucking funny to you, I guess, right? What a sheep. Again, I suspect you are a sheep.
Because there was a virus. So, which everybody had to do, but for white people, it was the worst.
He wasn't saying for white people just the worst. He's saying everybody. It was bad for everyone. If you listen again, use your ears, not your mouth, because you're really good at running your mouth better than you are listening, you would hear that Tom MacDonald is saying that the mask was terrible because it was not only unconstitutional, but people that have, let's say, claustrophobic issue felt very uncomfortable having to wear that because that kind of would allegedly make them feel a little claustrophobic and it would make them feel uncomfortable. That's all he's saying. He's putting that out there. It's not a hitting message. He's being direct about it. Because, again, this is what Tom does. He's direct. He's not lying and hiding it.
For some reason. Incredible, Tom. Incredible. I love how his biggest example of white oppression is something that...
He's not showing white oppression. What he's showing is that people are being fed misinformation and lies and deception, not only from the media, the politicians, our government entirely, but by people like you that absolutely want to be the white savior bootlicker. And he's proven, again, as I've said throughout this whole entire video, this is what's wrong with America, is people like that.
All people of all races and all genders were instructed to do. But
they were instructed unconstitutionally. There's a difference. It is not constitutional to force people to do something when in the Constitution, we, the people, have freedom to choose whether to follow along with it. We can be asked or advised to, which the government could have done with the mask mandates, but they chose to try to regulate it and mandate it, which is unconstitutional, and force people to do it. And in some alleged states, even threaten arrest towards people because they weren't wearing masks. He's talking about American freedom, buddy. Where are you not understanding that one? Again, it seems like you have zero concept of understanding anything.
That's white oppression. White oppression is when white people have to do the same thing everybody else has to do. I think I've hit...
Good old bootlickers, just always the same.
Hit upon something here, actually. What?
So this, to me, makes me feel like is what happens when people become Ponzi's or pawns to the government and to the media and to stupid people on YouTube or any platform that think they know more about something when they have never done research or don't know anything, but just express their opinion, which isn't factual. It's just opinionated, because opinions are not facts. Facts are facts. You can't deny that one. And then try to make it sound like it's a fact, but when in actuality, it's an opinion that is only given merit at this point because they bring up points that they think that have good merits to it, which again, they don't, because they're gullible.
White oppression is when white people have to have the same experience everybody else does.
Again, there's no merit here to this, other than this guy just is brainless. He's a guy that obviously wants people to think that his opinion is facts, or that isn't what really is truthful. See, this is how disingenuous people can be. And this is why you see a lot of people talking about this, because people listen, and they listen to people that actually, like me, know what they're talking about, understand what they're talking about, have learned about what's going on around them, or has experienced certain things around them that maybe other people haven't experienced or learned. But at the same time, people like me, Tom McDonald's, I'm not going to say I'm as big as Tom McDonald, but people like me in tier 2 journalism that do make a difference. Just like Tom is not a journalist, but he makes a difference with his music as I make my difference speaking about it openly. People listen to us more. And I think a lot of people are starting to listen and freaking understand that this is what's going on. It's control, narcissism. People are being put in a position where it feels like a narcissistic relationship that we shouldn't be in, but yet here we are trying to get rid of that narcissistic relationship because we're tired of it. But the people over here that are like, no, you're not in a narcissistic relationship, you're fine, you're just trying to play victimhood, you're trying to do this, that, and the other, you're trying to look for pity party, are blind to it because they've been in that narcissistic relationship with the media, the politicians, people like this YouTuber here, brainwashing them, making them gullible. They're in a cult, is what this guy kind of, to me, sounds like he's in. He's in a narcissistic relationship type cult that he doesn't want to get out of because the cult has drugged him too far into that. And now he thinks he's okay. I guess some people won't ever learn until they experience something. And if they experience it, there's going to be either two options. They're going to either, option A, either stay in it, or option B, decide, I'm tired of it, I'm going to leave. I understand now totally, completely where the other side was coming from. They're going to see that. And those are the two options. You either get out of it or you stay in it.
I'm sorry, but to people like Tom McDonald, that's what it is.
No. See, what Tom McDonald is doing is trying to, like me, wake people up to the realization that this shit is going on way too much and has gone on way too long. And people, again, will either learn from it and realize if it affects them in the worst negative way, they have those two options to either get out or stay in it. Tom has learned and finally chose to get out and present people with factual evidence that this is really truthfully what's going on, with no feelings being used, just facts. And he's helping people understand that. And that's what I think, again, gives Tom that good ability to have that conversation with the world, because he's probably experienced it. He probably understands more than some of us. And maybe some of us have maybe a little bit more of an experience than Tom has with certain issues and things. But Tom knows, truthfully, that our system is ran by government, alleged government corruption, by feelings, not facts, but is ran by people that are soft, softer than a freaking cookie. And they don't want to change. And Tom's trying to tell people, this is what it takes to change, is by seeing what I'm saying to you, and people like conservative video dipper, sorry, dropped my dip, are saying that you can help other people learn, but only help those that want to listen. Those people that don't want to listen, that's fine. They have to learn on their own terms and their own time. When it's their time to learn, they will see more than likely that Tom and people like me were speaking truth and we were never lying. But by the time those people possibly learn, it might be too little too late. And I feel bad, yes, a little, but at the same time, that's the choice they make. You made the bed, you got to lay in it.
Like, because for him, it feels terrible for white people to not get the special treatment.
White people are not asking for special treatment, dude. That is not at all what's happening. What made you think that white people are getting alleged special treatment? Oh, I see. It makes sense now. Again, you're kind of got that cult mentality. But people like me who and Tom who actually can think for ourselves are allegedly the ones in the cult. Right, okay. I guess people have to learn the hard way at some point. And as much as it sucks that it has to be that way, it probably has to be that way. I don't want it
to not get the special treatment and have to have the same experience as everybody else.
Why should anyone have to either suffer or go through heartache or hardship at all in general? Nobody should. That's what Tom more likely trying to, from my interpretation of half of the song that you played, is saying.
Sort of, because obviously the ways in which COVID sort of like cut across different communities was different. But
here's a big question: where did COVID come from, allegedly, and who allegedly created it, and who's allegedly behind it? I was the one that did a lot of talking about it. And I know that Tom kind of is saying the same damn thing that I've been saying. We know where COVID came from. We know who allegedly created it. But people don't want to hear it because they're afraid. They're afraid that that truth would have proven them wrong the whole entire time. And they're afraid to be wrong. Because some people have this ego, this big ego amongst themselves, that they think that they are never going to be wrong or should never be considered wrong. When it's okay to be wrong. It's okay sometimes to not be correct because it means that you are human and you learn from knowledge or experiences to understand that being wrong helps us learn to be better, to do better, to move a step forward in life and connect with other people that want to learn and connect and do better. And understand that, yes, they at one point were encapsulated with a narcissistic type cult relationship of listening to the media, listening to the lies of the politicians. But no longer are they. They're just like, yeah, we're done with it. We're going to talk to these people over here that have either gone through experiences or that we're talking about it and are truthful about it because they want to know the truth. Because the truth always is the one that's going to be the hardest pill to swallow for some and easy for others.
But for white people to have sort of the same experience as others, that's the oppression.
You hear how he's saying like others, but he's not really using the terminology we always hear, right? You know why he's doing that? Because again, this shows you that this guy obviously is trying to prove how much of a white savior bootlicker he can be, and how Tom McDonald is the bad guy. Because Tom McDonald isn't being virtuous. He isn't needing to bend to the knees of this industry of music and medias and politicians and lies and bullshit and propagandas and twist narratives and all that bullshit. He's not bending to the knees of it. He's going against it, which is hard. It's very, very difficult to do. And trust me, Lord only knows, I have gone through it many times. I've been there. Why do you think people that are on YouTube that are fake block me? Because I expose those that are fake using fake media narratives, buzzwords and shit, and call it out. Because they know I'm here and that I'm not going to stop doing it. That's why they see it. That's why they're afraid of people like Upchurch, Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun. That's why they're afraid of people like Struggling Jennings too. Because they're afraid we speak too much truth. And to them, we're the liars. We're the Antichrist. We're the bad guys. No, we're not the bad guys. We're just like you, anyone else. We're not trying to say white people have it worse than anyone else or has it better than anyone else. We're saying the exact same thing. We all struggle. We all come from different cultures and different ethnic backgrounds and different religions and whatnot. But we're all human, and we should be treated as such. Good human beings, unless you show yourself to be a bad human being, then that's on you, and you should be punished legally for it.
That's the oppression.
Remember who you were, white boy. For the only lives that matter were black. You got attacked. Remember.
The lives that mattered. Who do you think Tom was mentioning? He was subjectively alleging that BLM were the ones that we've always been talking about that do this kind of shit, that say the shit that they say because they want to play alleged victim. Kind of funny how that works, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Now let's see if this guy catches it.
Oh, okay, wow. Saying that Black Lives Matter, white boy, was you getting attacked. Remember when you were attacked?
It's kind of funny how you want to put it that way. But yeah, he's basically saying that white people allegedly have been attacked because of the BLM crap, the BLM propaganda. That's what he's saying. He's saying it in a way that makes sense.
By people saying Black Lives Matter? All right, I think it's just the chorus here.
But yeah, anyway, this guy obviously is not smart enough to understand that these kind of people like Tom McDonald are out here doing what they need to do. And it's stupid as shit to see it. I'm seeing if he did something on Upchurch here. I don't see that he did anything on Upchurch, which kind of tells me, obviously, that he knows that he's wrong. Send this to Adam Calhoun. Send this to
Why is
Tom McDonald. Because this guy will get attention from these kind of rappers. But it's not going to be the one they want, that he wants from them. That's all I got to say. We'll be back in a little bit. I've got other news to report for you guys. But stick around. I'll be right back.